Hey fellow boaters, Captain John here, and we are on the shore of Fairhaven Harbor in upstate New York, which is a little tributary off of Lake Ontario. And actually, we're not quite on the shores. We were a little while ago, but we spied this boat that happened to be in this barn. And the algae that's on this boat, the residual stain from being in the water, it kind of looked like a challenge. And it was something that we thought we would give it a go and see if we, with the help of the Brite Algae and Waterline stain remover, were able to clean it. And I think we can. Interesting story. It happens to be the 10th anniversary of the Captain John's Brite Algae and Waterline stain remover. And I vividly remember one of our final field tests. We were down on the Chesapeake, and this marina, it was a big Hatteras on the outside. Looked like a 53 motor yacht. And it had this big orange smile on the front because he had just recently come up from down south through the Intercoastal Waterway. And that was called the Intercoastal Waterway beard or mustache. And I went out and asked the captain if I could try to clean the front of his boat. And he said, "If you can, you'll make my day." And so we didn't even have a label. We didn't even know what we were going to call it, but it was the formula. And sprayed it on the Hatteras and just started to drip off. And he was amazed. I was really happy. And hopefully you guys will be too, because it really does work. Now this boat, relatively new, Larson deck boat. You can see the water line is tan and brown. It's got some buildup on it. And I'm going to give it a go. Well, would you look at that? It's just dripping right off. You know, a similar situation happened to me quite some time ago. It was a customer from Texas, and he called me up. He was heartbroken. He has a beautiful Baja offshore powerboat, and it was all white. He was really, really proud of it. And he had it in Lake Texoma for a week on vacation. And he pulled it after a week, and it had that orange stain on the hull. He was really upset. He called me up and says, "You think your stuff will work?" And I said, "I'll tell you what, I'll send it to you. I won't run the transaction. You call me after you use the product, and if it works, I'll run the transaction. If it doesn't work for you, I'll tear up the order and you can do with the product what you want." So his order arrived. It's on the front step. He grabs it, takes it up to his boat, sprays it on his boat, and he forgot to get a rag. So he had to go back to the house and get a rag. He gets back to the boat, and it's already dripped off. Now, he called me moments later and told me that the product is amazing. But honestly, folks, I think I could have heard him from Texas without a phone. And you know, folks, I mentioned it back there. It's too bad you can't feel this. It's really crusty. I mean, this is not just grass on there. That's on there, and this is not make-believe, believe me. Okay, folks, lovely parting gift. Here's the transom, which we have not done yet. And there's a little spot we left for contrast. Pretty remarkable. I'm sure it'll do the same for you. Hey, fellow boaters, if this boat looks familiar, it is. Last week we were showing you how well the Algae and Waterline stain remover works on the algae stain that's on this boat. However, it was the second week of July 2013, and it was a heat wave, and it was 96 degrees and similar humidity, and being outdoors all day long, it was starting to take its toll. So today it's 80 degrees and probably 40 or 50% humidity, which is just delightful. So we're going to show you the rest of the boat as far as cleaning it with the Boat Brite Algae and Waterline stain remover. So check it out. Couple of minutes, get the whole side done. Impressive. All right, folks, it took a few minutes, but that's really clean. And you can see over there the contrast. That's what it was. So the Boat Brite Algae and Waterline stain remover does a good job.